Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
This is Hard Drivin on the A500 Mini. That's right, Hard Drive-In, not Hard Drive-In, because bad spelling was cool, at least in the 80s when this came out. So let's just skip that because that music is god-awful. So when this came out in the arcades, it was 1989, it was released by Atari, and it was absolutely groundbreaking and ahead of its time. It was one of the first proper full polygonal, driving experiences, arcade games, simulators. I don't know what I really would describe it as. I remember seeing it in the arcades back in the day, and it absolutely blew me away. It especially blew me away because the cabinet has, an accelerator, brake, and a clutch, and a full manual gearbox. We can play it in automatic, and we will be playing it in automatic. And is that running too fast? It seems to be going Harry Clappers, but he might just be a really good hard driver. So yeah, it was an instant hit. But now my understanding is, so take this with a grain of salt, that the hardware that ran this was developed in the mid-80s, and originally this was going to be used, or this hardware was going to be used and developed into an actual full driving simulator to help teach newbies how to drive, or learn to drive I should say. And yeah, I guess Atari looked at it and just went, hey, this would make for a really interesting arcade cabinet. The full cabinet, where the front of it was kind of like almost like a canopy of a car that clearly was a Ferrari that you sat in, was really cool. And then obviously I did see, when I was on holiday in Canada in 1990, in like this little diner in the back roads somewhere in British Columbia, where there was a stand-up cabinet, and I remember being blown away still, even though it was like years, 10 excuse me, 10 years after it came out. But also remember how awful the clutch is, as it's most like pedals and stuff like that, because it's got no resistance. And anyone who only ever drives manual like myself, I mean, why would you drive anything other than manual? Seriously, sort your life out. No driving experience in an arcade or set of pedals has ever really got the clutch right, kind of rendering it useless. But what a brave decision for them to do it. There was a sequel called Race Driver. I think there's a sequel on the Amiga called Hard Drivin 2. So the best version of this, there's a Game Boy port of the sequel, which is fantastic, but my favourite version, and this is one of my favourite games of all time, is on the Mega Drive. I have a gameplay of it. Seriously, the Mega Drive version, maybe it's a guilty pleasure for me. I know Steve Benway loves it as much as I do. It's a really good port of an arcade machine. It had no right to port to a machine that had no hardware for polygons. There's an Atari Lynx port, which isn't bad, to be fair. Domark ported to the Spectrum, which is interesting. Take a look, I've got a gameplay. Commodore 64, which is awful. Don't know what the Amstrad is like. Don't know what this is like, and don't know what the Atari ST version is like. Let's skip this. So we've set it up. We're going to go with also no clutch fire. So I've played around with the sensitivity of the mouse for bloody ages, because there you go, we're already moving by the time by the time the key is cranking. But yeah, I've got this on 20%, and already it is too sensitive. It is right. So stunt and speed. Fuck it. B is brake. B. Right button. I'm playing it on the mouse. Is brake. Hey, are we driving on the correct side of the road? We are. I don't think I've ever noticed that. Oh, brake. Once you, ooh, there is a little bit icon in the middle, which tells you, where or how to center up your steering. Stay off the road. Stay off the moors and stick to the road. This is too sensitive. This is like 16 candles sensitive. That's pretty fucking sensitive. It looks, fucking hell, this car is pretty fucking sensitive. Oh yeah, it was one of the first arcade games to have replays, which just was also amazing back then. Just stand there watching people play it. Brake. I cannot get used. I think I saw a gameplay of Steve Benway doing it years ago, and I can't remember if he said or what he said. I should have looked it up. Fuck it. You know how it played on the mouse. It's too sensitive. Yeah, I can't go. Shall I go to 10%? I think it might be running too fast as well. You really need to firmware update this a bit more often, Amiga guys, because seriously, I can't be fucked to edit text files every time I want the game to run at the correct speed. Maybe it is running at the correct speed. I don't know. Obviously, we're taking the pussy's track. I don't dare try the loop. Why was the music so loud and the sound effects are so quiet? Where is the bird, this feather? Oh, I can't say that anymore. Someone got it. Right, so how fast am I going? Not fast. That's the sign of, like, the sensitivity's all fucked. Oh, he didn't kill me. It's because he's a minivan. I'm not going to say soccer mum, because that's just wrong. Checkpoint! Can't. Oh, no, that wasn't a brake, Dave. That was accelerate. You got 10 seconds to get back on the road. This is... The thing is, it looks alright. To me, at least. Alright, there's clipping and popping and shit like that. But the Amiga's not supposed to do polygons. Oh, there's a car on my side of the road. Oh, we almost made the finish. Yoink! Where do I get the chance to go right? But yeah, for, you know, attempting to port an arcade machine that was, you know, state of the art to a humble 16-bit. I mean, I say that, but look, they put it to the spectrum. And it's polygonal. That's right, I like saying polygonal. It rolls off the tongue. Come on, it's therapeutic. Extended play. Oh! Am I getting used to it? No, not really. But I do like the way it works. Brake. Oh. It's amazing what kills you and what does. Oh, fuck. My nitro's kicked. Like, this is going to happen, innit? I am aware it's the wrong direction. Turn around slowly. I don't have a reverse. Fucking hell. I don't think this is running correctly, but I had to try it. Maybe I'll brake. I'm fucking dropping my anchors on. Why aren't you working? Yeah, this can't be running right. Unless it is. It's all kinds of broken. Yoink! Nice transparency. Go to the left. Go to the right. Oh, fudge me. What's the basic fucking speed? I was saying fucking because, damn it. You need to do a loop-the-loop. It's not as high as you think it would be. Checkpoint. Dong. I think the Mega Drive had a similar kind of dithering effect on the polygons. I like the fact you got all the lights down the right hand side. Fuel, oil, amp, temp. None of them turn on. Oh yeah, the cards kill you. See? They're fine though, of course. They're all Knight Rider and shit. I might Google to see if this is running correctly. I have to say, graphically though, ooh, I am aware how slow I'm doing this. Yoink! Graphically, I think it's alright. It's just, surely you could have played it with a mouse. I am playing with a mouse and numpty, with a control pad. It's not got that. I am going to talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, I think it's reasonably smooth, but it's not got the highest of frame rates, has it? What track am I on? Yoink! Fucking hell, this is... Qualified for what? A, how did I fucking qualify? And B, for what? Anchors! It's like you swing... Oh, look at him! Oh, I'm on that side, look, no! I think it's because it's... Well, I mean, isn't a mouse an analog control? Even if it's got... Oh, the minivan got me that time, the bastard. I mean, this is an optic... It's the Amiga mouse, but it's an optic mouse. Move! Does the cow move? Yes. We've achieved something. Ooh, today. being truly awful. Yoink! At Hard Drivin. Oh, you roll back. Yeah, that's quite cool. As in, you know, realism. The 1989 polygonal racer simulator experience. Oh yeah, the other cars will come through this. No! Oh! Give me a fucking control pad, you shitbag of a game! How far back does it put me? This is me just begging it. Oh, I have to keep my foot... Well, yeah, you do have to keep your foot on the accelerator. I guess it didn't want me to do a shortcut then, because look. It's one of those invisible walls. You know, the ones you don't see everywhere. See what I did there? Okay, I Caspered the ghost. Oh! Did no one? I mean, maybe this is an emulation thing, but... Did no one playtest this back in the day and think, maybe not make it so tit frisky twitchy? Just saying. I mean, it's a unique experience on the Spectrum, but I don't think it's probably because it's got a frame rate that's in the negative, to be fair. But it's certainly not as tit frisky as this. But then obviously look at, because what's happened is, and yeah, good luck looking at that bar and then suddenly realise that you need to correct. So you're correcting visually, which leaves you to taking really dainty little swings on the mouse and then accidentally overshoot on the accelerator. But you know what? All in all, had the strangest urge to finish that sentence with the lyrics from a Soul Asylum song. I wonder which one you can guess as well. Well, it is. All in all, finish the song. I want to make... Yeah, you know what? It's impressive that they've done this. Its frame rate is truly awful. Well, it's not that bad, actually. Yoink! Ooh! I can make the bridge. I do like the transparency. Reminds me of Saturn transparency. See there, a little bit of speed up there. That was not supposed to happen. I think I made it. I think I stole that guy's wallet. Oh! Hey! It gave me extra time. I'm going to go round. No, I'm not. Yeah, so once again, I banged the shit out of my motor then, and it was like, that's fine. That's fine. But then, right at the end, just a dainty little, ooh, crash, and it was like, no, sorry, mate. Dare I say, is this a port of the ST? But from my understanding, fuck, doesn't the Atari ST fare better at these sort of games? I don't know. Argue amongst yourselves. Ooh. Needless to say, my experience with the A500 Mini on any game, I've only done one other gameplay with a mouse game, that was Arkanoid, but with any game you have to use a mouse on, you know, when I've just been playing games for myself for shits and giggles, hey, it does happen, has not been good. Ooh. Alright, fuck it, let's do the other one. Well, I think I made the loop. Did I make the brakes? Are those supposed to be knocked over? I don't know. Oh, I mean, if you want a truly arcade perfect version of this, you know, like I said, get one of the compilation packs. Is it on the Midway one? I don't know. Yoink. See, there's that bridge. See, so the track's in real time and stuff. Ooh. Going a bit too fast then. My nerves are absolutely shredded. And I have adrenaline coursing through my veins because of the sheer realism of this. Oh, mind you, like I said though, back in the day, this was mind-blowing, honestly. Oh, get on there. I think the surface I'm playing this mouse on, there's no actual sort of traction, friction. Oh, so yeah. It's like when I go off the grass, it catapults me. Go on the grass, sorry, and then it catapults me back onto the road. I don't think it's running 100%. Finish! And then you just keep going in circles, dude. Let's get some massive fucking air. I'm just gunning it. Fuck it. There you go. Hard Drivin on the A500 Mini. Obviously it's the Amiga version of the Atari arcade game. I don't think the emulation is 100% down, but I had to try it because it is, as I said, one of my favourite games of all time. I think it's reasonably impressive for what it's doing. These mouse controls, I don't know if that's just this system. If anyone who played this back in the day, were the mouse controls on the actual, you know, original hardware in the original game this tits sensitive, or was that an A500 Mini thing? I guess that would involve you having to have an A500 Mini and played this back in the day as well. I don't know. Plus also you can experiment or play around, I should say, with the sensitivity in this, but would you have been able to do that on the original Amiga version with, you know, an actual mouse? But yeah, all in all, finished song, it's reasonably impressive for what it's trying to do. It's just let down by the controls, but again, that might be me, that might be an emulation thing. By all means, by all means, that was an app noise to end this on, let me know. And thank you very much for watching. What's your favourite port of Hard Drivin? And I'll see you later.